Hello everyone, this is Liz with EC QuickBooks Training, and today's video we're going to cover a very interesting but confusing question asked by one of my new subscribers, Gigi. Thank you, Gigi, for the question. It was great. This question was a little bit confusing to me, so I had to lay it out in a whiteboard so I can get a visual, and I'm going to share that with you today. Now, don't judge, I'm not an artist, but a bookkeeper, but this will help in understanding what is going on in QuickBooks and how to record what she was looking for. The question was, how do I record 401k payment loan, or how do I record 401k payment personal loan that was loaned to the business? So let's go to the whiteboard. Now, as you can see, this is how I laid it out in order for me to understand what was happening, what the transactions were. The owner borrowed from her personal 401k $30,000. So that's one transaction. And if we think about it, this is really a personal transaction that has really nothing to do with her business. I mean, if this was just an employee, there should be no accounting for the business for the $30,000. The 401k company, on the other hand, has that as a loan. The job of the business would be to deduct for 401k payments payback. So that's what's also happening in this case. But let's go to the second step that happened here. She borrowed from her personal 401k. She in turn lent it to her business, and that money was deposited into the business account. So now it turns out to be her company owing her money, $30,000. So that was recorded as a deposit and going into a liability account. Pretty easy. I understand that. And then from there was deductions to pay the 401k. I understand that. But what it gets complicated is that the owner wants to see the same payments that are taken out of the paycheck to reduce that reduces her liability here to reduce the loan liability. Now, this gets complicated because technically the company is not paying her in order for her to pay the 401k. She is the one paying the 401k, not the business. So I hope that makes sense. So the payments that are being deducted from her payroll need to be recorded to this loan company. Now, also another note is that this business was using outside payroll service. I believe it's Payroll Plus, but I mean, you could be using ADP, Paychex, whatever payroll service. This will help you to see also how you can do this in case this happens. I mean, these are not very common transactions, but it does happen in businesses. Many owners let their business borrow personal funds. But in this case, the situation is that the payments are coming from her own personal payroll checks. So her own personal money. So let's go ahead into QuickBooks and I will show you how to record this one payment, to record payments to the 401k and to reduce the liability for the business. So we are in the balance sheet, and as you can see, here's the $30,000 that was deposited in the checking account. And then here is the loan payable to owner for $30,000. Now, we can absolutely make sure that we have recorded the benefit deduct payable. These are all the 401k payments that have been deducted from the employees, including hers, including the payment to the loan. So let me show you the payroll summary. As you can see here, we have 1522, and that's the deposits, direct deposits, 1152.03. It's right here, payments. And then the payroll tax is 1726.30, which is here. So we know we have recorded everything correctly in QuickBooks. The liabilities match, and we have that $30,000. So we technically did not hit, when we recorded our payroll information in QuickBooks, we did not touch the payroll we did not touch, I'm sorry, the loan payable to owner account. We did not reduce it. That's a separate transaction because that's mostly going to be an internal transaction. Remember, it's not coming out of the checking account. It's coming out of the owner's payroll check. Now, we do know that the payroll check was recorded correctly. All the numbers match. So in order to reduce this $30,000, I'm going to create a check. I'm going to create a check. The payee would be owner, and I can leave it as the checking account. I could put the date that it's the payroll date. I can record that. Now here, the account would be that loan payable to owner, I'm sorry, and the amount was $181.87. Okay, but we're not done there because if we leave it like this, $181.87 is saying it's coming out of the checking account, which is not what we want. We don't want nothing coming out of the paycheck. We want this check to be zero. But this is an internal recording, and of course we could put a description. The other accounts that I have set up for this is called additional paid in capital surplus. And what that's doing, it's actually letting QuickBooks know that the owner has or is doing investments into the business. Equity. It's under an equity account now. As you can see, it is zero now. Let's save this and go back to the balance sheet and see how it's reflecting this on the balance sheet. Okay, so here we are. We see that the loan payable to owner for 401k has been reduced, and it's been reduced by the amount that we recorded in that paycheck. Okay, now let's go back and look at the equity account and see what that is doing. Let's see, and we show here a positive additional paid in capital surplus of $181.87. So essentially, because this is a payment that the owner is doing, we're going to have this $30,000 move into the equity account because it's not touching the checking account. So it's going to move from liability to equity, and it's going to be an investment into the business. Now, if the business decides to actually pay off this loan, then of course it's not going to go in here. It's going to be a credit from the checking account and a debit into this payable account to reduce this liability. Can you do a journal entry? Yes, you can. You can do a journal entry for this. But the reason why I like to use a check is because I can go into that vendor and I can see all the payments that have been done under that vendor name. Okay, whatever vendor name you use, I'll be able to see all the payments. With journal entry, it gets a little bit hard to see that unless you go into this report in the balance sheet. So that's what I wanted to show you today. I hope that this helps anyone that is going through this situation. Please don't forget to subscribe for more how-tos, tips and tricks, and troubleshooting for QuickBooks. I will see you on the next one.